All right. Good evening, everyone. It is your girl, Queen Cole, host and curator of Light the Path podcast. Got a special episode for you today. This is all about OnlyFans. Now, I know a lot of times you hear about OnlyFans and you hear about women, but today we have a man on the show. Dre Booker is going to enlighten us all on a man having a OnlyFans page. So help me welcome Dre to the show. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing?
Doing well. How about yourself? How are you doing? Black man in America, pandemic, and a midst of election year. How are you doing?
It's a task. It's a task, but I'm holding on and I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing really well for myself. Got different projects going on. Staying pretty busy, positive and productive. So it's been despite everything going on and going down this year, it's been a very productive and very successful year so far for me. So I can't complain about this year at all.
Okay, well, that's good. And and I've been trying to be on the positive side of it because I know everybody's like, throw 2020 away and all this and that. And I mean, your girl ain't missed no meals. And I'm just thankful that nobody in my media family has experienced the COVID situation. I'm praying for everybody who is going through it, been through it, and all that. But I'm thankful that through all this, I have also been on the productive side. So I'm thankful also.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I haven't been directly impacted by COVID for us, like any family members sick or anything, any losses. Thanking God for that. But I have heard a lot of different stories about people who've been impacted, lost family members, immediate family members, who've been sick themselves. So it's definitely impacted a lot of people. But I've just been on one of the blessed and fortunate. So hoping I can keep that going throughout the rest of this year.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So what I like to start off with asking the guest is, what have you tried new lately?
New lately, so I've been on a traveling thing lately. I just started modeling earlier this year. And so I've been traveling a lot this year. I went out to Honolulu, Miami. I'm in Dallas right now, Detroit, just different places, just traveling around the country, chasing my passion with modeling and things of that nature. I actually just started the OnlyFans earlier this year, so I could definitely say that's new as well. Still venturing into that, seeing different things that work for me and that don't work, So just exploring. This year has been very a year of exploration for me. So I've been exploring a lot, finding out new things about myself through exploring and traveling in different places, indulging in different cultures. So I'm just very thankful I've been able to do that even throughout a pandemic.
Okay. So you've been traveling. See, and I know this is very vain. I had two big trips planned this year. I was going to go to Dubai and I was going to go to Hawaii, both which were canceled because of the whole C-19. So I'm like, to hear you say that you've been traveling, where have you traveled that you've enjoyed the most so far?
Definitely Hawaii. Definitely Hawaii. I didn't get it. I wasn't able to do everything I wanted to do out there because of the COVID restrictions. But it's beautiful out there. It's amazing. The scenery, just the views, the mountains on one side, the beach on the other one. Rainbows everywhere. It's amazing. It's really paradise on earth. It really is. I'm going back out there later this year, so I can't wait to get back out there. It's amazing. It's lovely out there.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Well, continue to try new things. I like that.
Absolutely.
So you already spoke a little bit about modeling. You talked about OnlyFans. You just started this year. So what inspired you to start the OnlyFans page?
Just the different people inquiring about it. So I'm a bodybuilder. I'm actually 5 weeks out from a national show. So I'm always in the gym. I'm always posting shirtless pics. I'm always shirtless, as you can see. So with modeling and with bodybuilding, there comes people who actually are fans of that base and who actually would DM and inquire about me about OnlyFans and ask me, when am I going to start OnlyFans? What's my content going to be when I start? So I had to do research about OnlyFans because I had never heard of OnlyFans. Once I did the research about it, I reached out to different females who actually had their OnlyFans, because I didn't know of any males with OnlyFans at all. Got on there, and it's been really cool. It's been really cool, actually. I'm dipping into different avenues of it, of how to work it, and ways to show my body in more artistic ways, because I don't want to go the vulgar route. Some people do the vulgar thing, and it's almost porn, but I definitely want to stay away from that. But it's been a great way to make money and present my body in an artistic manner. So that's definitely where I wanted to go with it, and I'm happy I was able to do that.
Okay. And that's very interesting because, like you said, a lot of women per se, you hear about OnlyFans, and it is on that porn kind of side. So what should somebody expect of a typical day, a subscriber, when they come to your page?
You should expect to see me, my personality, the things I enjoy, for as like modeling, bodybuilding. You should expect to see more of me. The fact that of things that you won't see on Instagram. So on Instagram, you'll see me, posing, and you'll see more of a side of just publications. So you'll see more of the professional modeling photos, things of that nature. So when you go on OnlyFans, you'll see just me. I'll post photos of me in the kitchen naked. You know what I'm saying? Me coming out the shower, things of that nature. So just more artistic things, just more everyday type of things, things that I do every day. So you'll definitely get an in-depth look at my life on an everyday basis, and some nudity too. So yeah.
Okay, so is the nudity? I guess because I looked at your Instagram. It is it's a beautiful sight. So you're saying that when you go with the subscriptions, you're getting a little bit more. So is nudity, are you more comfortable with that? Does that make you feel?
I'm a nudist. I am a nudist. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I work very hard on my body. I spend countless hours on my body. I spend a good amount of money on my body as well, with the food and the supplementations and the gym memberships and things of that nature. So I do like to show off my body more than most men. And so I love the fact that my subscribers appreciate the fact that I like to do that. And they get just as much enjoyment out of seeing me present my body as I do presenting my body. So, yeah.
Okay. So have you always been like that? Have you always been into fitness and taking care of your body?
I got into fitness when I was 15 years old. I started training in my mom's front yard. Because I'm from a small town, I'm from a small area. It wasn't much to do there, So it's basically you find a passion, you find something to occupy your time and your mind, or you get in trouble. So I was able to actually find something that I could have a passion upon, and actually finally venture into it and actually make money from my passion, because that's something I do full time now. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey. I would have never thought in a million years I'd be doing this, just full time, making a whole career out of it. But it's definitely been an amazing journey.
Okay. So when your subscribers are watching, do you promote products like the stuff that you're eating, or do you promote that kind of stuff? Is it video too? I don't know. I'm not familiar. So
yeah, I do videos, I do photos, snippets, things of that nature. I try to mix it up. So yeah, I actually do. And what a lot of things that I don't do though is I don't go into too much in depth of dieting and things of that nature, because I do have clients that pay me a good amount of money to show them those diets and show them the way to eat and the way to train and things like that. So that's something that I definitely don't want to go in depth too much into in OnlyFans, because I think that would be cheating my clients, who actually pay top dollar and good money to actually have me talk to them and chat with them hands-on about dieting. But yeah, I do give little sneak peeks of diets and things of that nature. Absolutely.
Okay. And so, and I failed to mention this, that you are also a fitness coach. So is it only online training, or is it in person as well?
I do a lot of online training. Most of it is online. I would say 95% of my clients are online. COVID is crazy because COVID actually helped accelerate that a lot. So people, they want their plans, they want their diets, and they want to do it on their own time. So and they want to do it with as less people as they possibly can, because of the pandemic. So it actually helped me, just I send out plans every day. I send out the diets, and that helps me, have my time as well. So I don't spend all day in the gym, training people one-on-one. I send out plans. I send out training videos, and I just let people do it upon their time. So it works out perfectly for me and my clients as well.
Okay. So is OnlyFans, is it as lucrative as people make it seem?
It's what you make it. It's definitely what you make it. I mean, I've seen people make five figures off it in 1 month. I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes, but I haven't quite reached that peak yet. But it's what you make it, and I mean, it's about promotion. It's about audience. It's about the product that you're promoting on your page. So it has a lot to do with just pretty much you and how much time and how much effort and how much promotion you put into it. So yeah, but it can definitely be very, very lucrative. Absolutely.
Okay. I like the way it sounds. I mean, it sounds good. I mean, and I guess just because at first I didn't know, I was just thinking that it's more sexual. I'm like, well, porn is free, right? Like, I don't watch porn,
Yeah.
so I'm not really like.
There's also, even when you go into the porn side of it, there's still and I don't want to. I guess I have to use this word. I want to stay away from this word, but there's still like a fetish for you seeing, I guess, the guy next door or the guy next door or the girl next door naked. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what people get out of it, because when you have porn stars, you don't know these people personally. But with OnlyFans, you could have your neighbor and he or she could have an OnlyFans, and you can actually subscribe and see this side of them that you would have never saw, but that you probably would have never saw before. So there's this girl next door / guy next door little fetishes going on with that. And it works for a lot of people. It works for a lot of people because, I mean, people, when I first introduced my OnlyFans, I had people that I've known for years subscribe. And they literally subscribe just because, okay, I know Dre. Let me get to know Dre a little bit more. Let me get to know a side of Dre that I've never seen before. And they enjoyed it. I mean, and I've enjoyed producing it. So
Look at me. I'm like, what? Wow. So is it possible to hide? Well, I mean, I guess you're saying that. So I guess it's not even possible then to hide your OnlyFans from your family and friends. So how do you promote it? I mean, is it okay for them to, how do you, is there a line, I guess is what I want to ask. Because if okay, I'm your next door neighbor, are you going to be more selective in what you do? Or are you going to be like, you know what, this is part of my job?
Yeah, I mean, it's a job. You know what I'm saying? It's a job, and at the end of the day, it's free game for anyone to subscribe. So, and me personally, I mean, I'm more of a type of person to where, I do my thing, and it doesn't really matter about anyone's opinion, whether it be family, next door neighbor, friends, anything of that nature, associates. Some people may have work colleagues and things of that nature. But I mean, there are some areas to where I would definitely say if you were a school teacher or something like that, I mean, I probably wouldn't venture into that side because there are certain career fields to where you just, it's frowned upon to have stuff like that going on. But I mean, just me, I'm being a bodybuilder, being a trainer, and who already, I put a lot into the physical aspect of my life. I think I would be cheating myself not to promote it to the fullest and to make as much money as I possibly could from it,
Okay. So how do you promote it? You just, I mean, because the Instagram is a good start.
Yeah, I do a lot of promotion upon Instagram, Facebook as well. I do a lot of, and it's crazy. It's always weird for me whenever I promote it on Facebook because I do have a lot of family members and people from my hometown that follow me on Facebook, and it gets weird, but I mean, hey, that's me. It's a part of me. It's how I make a good amount of money. So I mean, I'm promoting this just like you would promote a product, or just like you would promote your career on any other social media platform. So, but yeah, I'm starting a Twitter soon too. So Twitter should help as well. I just got to get my patience and stuff up for Twitter. I'm not really a big fan of Twitter.
Okay.
But yeah, so I'm starting a Twitter real soon. I just started my TikTok, by the way, so I'm doing that as well. There's so many different forms of social media avenues to take, and I mean, it's just a matter of taking advantage of all those avenues and using them to your advantage.
Okay, we have one comment here. We got several people watching. I think they just want to watch. Let me just let them watch for a second. There you go. There you go, ladies. This and so here we have one comment here. Here it is. Okay, we have Shaky said, "What did I just stumble on? Who is this hiding with this amazing Amazon body?" Well, Shaky, thank you for tuning in for this live episode. This is the live episode. This is Dre Booker. He has an OnlyFans, and I thought it would be interesting to talk to him about why he started and other things about his OnlyFans. And it just so happened, this was not part of the script. I did not ask him to be shirtless. This is his comfortable state. So this is the disclaimer. This is what he's comfortable for. So there is no, objectifying anybody here.
Right. Oh, there we go. Judgment-free zone here.
There we go. There we go. So look, let me ask this. How do you stay inspired to create content? Or have you ever got where, like, I'm burned out on this. This is just too much.
No, I'm very self-motivated, especially now with me inching closer and closer to my show. So I mean, with bodybuilding and everything like that, especially when you're in prep for a show, my body changes on a daily. And I enjoy seeing the changes in my body. So it just comes naturally. And I mean, I'll be in the bathroom nude after training or something like that. Or I'm hopping out the shower and I'll see something new about my body and I'll take a picture of it. So the whole OnlyFans platform actually just literally fits in with stuff that I do every day anyways. So I guess I would say if I didn't do OnlyFans, I'd have these pictures in my phone just sitting there, just from something that I saw different on my body, and I take a picture of it. So yeah, it's just me basically doing what I would easily do on a daily basis anyways, and just putting it on a platform for people to enjoy.
Okay, I like that. And then what else? Oh, this is what I wanted to ask. Can you be in a relationship and still be able to be creating the content for OnlyFans? Like, is that possible?
Yes, absolutely. I'm dating a pretty awesome young lady right now, actually, and I mean she's really. I mean, and I actually started the OnlyFans when we were talking, and I ran it by her, and she was really cool about it. She's like, okay, that's fine. You're a bodybuilder. You look amazing. Blah, blah, blah. So, just get your money. That's fine. People just have to be open-minded. You know what I mean? And I think like I touched upon earlier, it would be crazy for me to have this body that most people, admire and dream about and not use it to actually make some funds off of it. So like I said, just have to be open-minded. And I think a lot of things too come self-confidence. You have to date people who have self-confidence, who have trust. Different things come into play whenever you add that in, because there are admirers or subscribers that's going to come at you, in a sexual manner, obviously, because it's a sexual platform. But you just have to date someone who trusts you, who admires you, and who knows that, you wouldn't break those boundaries within, the dating or the relationship.
Okay, so with the subscriptions, I guess there are tiers to it, and you can tell us that. But then, is there a premium subscription where you do meet up with people? Like, does somebody say, "Oh, I don't know, come clean my house" or something? And I don't know. I'm just making up something, but
you gave me some ideas though. I haven't gotten that far yet. No, I haven't gotten that. I haven't did any, fantasy meetups, so to speak. No, I haven't reached upon that avenue yet. And some people, I mean, it's weird. Like I said, it's really a fetish, So some people just enjoy the whole virtual aspect of it, People, and I've had OnlyFans for a few months now, and I've never had that inquire about it. I have had people wanting to fly me out to different places and different things like that, but I mean, that's on the side of, prostitution, and that's not something I would even want to venture into. You know what I'm saying? But no, I haven't had that yet happen to me yet. But I'm sure it's coming.
Like, how this is something that anybody could probably relate to this, where you're in a relationship, I mean, and you say, "Oh, I got a little crook right here." Do people request like, "Oh, Dre, I need a massage, come
No, no, I haven't had that yet. I've had massage therapists want to massage me and actually pay me to massage my body and things like that. But I haven't had the inquiry about a massage, anything like that. So no.
Okay, okay. We got another comment up here. Let's see. Is it true bodybuilders have small penis, or should I subscribe to your OnlyFans page to find out?
You should definitely subscribe and figure that out. You should definitely do. I will tell you, you will not be disappointed, and you will find that that myth is very, very false. But you should definitely subscribe to see for yourself. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I don't even know why I'm blushing like a schoolgirl right now. But what are the subscription levels? I mean, would that be part of an introductory level? I mean, will we see penis pictures?
So with OnlyFans, I speak for myself. This is what I do for my OnlyFans. It's things like that. They have something that you call pay-per-view. So when you subscribe, My subscription is $25 a month. So you pay the subscription of $25 a month. And if you want to see things so far as like, penis and other unmentionables, then that's when you do the pay-per-view. So, I'll send you a pay-per-view and you pay extra for that and you get to see that for your own personal enjoyment.
Okay. I didn't know. I get it's levels to this. So
Yeah, it's levels. And the pay-per-views have become very lucrative too. I know a lot of young ladies that do the pay-per-views, and along with the subscription, you add the pay-per-views in, and I mean they make, yeah. I've made a pretty good amount of money with the pay-per-views as well, but I mean it's just something to where you give people what they request. So basically, for me, it's an upon request type of deal. If you want to see something that I usually don't post, or that I wouldn't pretty much feel too, I can't say comfortable, or that I wouldn't really want to share with all of the subscribers, then I'll give you a on request pay-per-view.
wow. Okay. I didn't know this. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're educating us today on all of this. Shaky, thank you for your question. I didn't even have that on my list. I wasn't even thinking like, let me ask about I'm too naive. I was just thinking like, what is the structure? What do you get? I wasn't thinking that.
That was a good question. Absolutely.
That was a good question. Okay. What about this? Have you ever received any kind of unwanted messages or any kind of abusive message? Because I've heard young ladies say, they get sometimes unsolicited things, or all things solicited. When you put yourself on that platform, are all things welcome?
Hey, I say this all the time. It comes with the territory. It's something you expect. And I mean, even for me, through my Instagram, it's crazy because I have a huge fan base, and the majority of my fan base are gay males. Which is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I admire the fact that I'm attractive, that I've attracted people from both sides of the spectrum. Just as many men attract me as females. But I'm a 1,000% heterosexual male. So, but I do have guys that send me penis pics on a freaking daily, and it gets crazy. It's sometimes when it first started, it would piss me off. But now I've learned, that it comes with the territory, and I mean I can't say I don't block them, because I do block them, because that's very disrespectful. But at the end of the day,
it's unwarranted. They just automatically, I guess, they just follow you, and then all of a sudden they send it.
Yeah. It starts with the reactions. So I'll post a story. I'm very active on my Instagram stories. So I'll post my training regimen, or I'll post a modeling photo or something of me posing or something. And I mean, they start with the reacting, so they'll react to the story. They'll send me little heart emojis, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all the admiration, and I'll just I'll comment, "Thanks, man," or I appreciate that. And here comes the penis pics. But yeah, I've learned to it's crazy to say this. I've learned to expect it. So it doesn't catch me off guard as like it used to when it first started. And I mean, I've had women send me, different things too. So it's crazy. But I mean, the thing about women is that I feel like they feel as if me being a guy that is going to excite me, but I'm not really big on I can say virtual pics, like virtual things like that. I enjoy producing them. I enjoy sending them out for people's enjoyment, but I'm not the type of person that gets enjoyment out of seeing, somebody naked. Like it's just like no. I'd rather see it in person, me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, well, I get that because see, I'm not a porn person where I want to go and watch porn and stuff like that. I want to be making my own movie or something like that. I don't want to be watching other people. It's like, what?
That's how, but I mean, to each his own, though. And I mean, I admire the fact that people do enjoy my photos and my content, my videos and things like that. But it just gets weird when you send me yours, especially if I didn't ask. It's different if I would ask, but I mean, I'm typically not the one to ask. So, but yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a good point. You don't ask for them. I mean, because when guys ask us, we don't like that. We want to send it to you just organically. We don't want you to be like, like what?
I enjoyed it, and I feel like especially with dating, I feel like that trust builds. That's something that has to come with trust. If you trust this person with nudes or with certain photos of your unmentionables, then hey, that builds. But just hey, send me this. Like, no, that's not attractive.
Yeah, it's very unattractive. And and it's funny that you said that you have come to accept it because I guess that could be sort of like the ultimate, not necessarily I made it, but like, both sexes are attracted to me. That's an elite status because everybody's not like that.
Yeah. And I mean, it like I said, I come from a small town, and you know what I mean. And with that comes a degree of closed-mindedness that I'm very happy that over the years I was able to escape. So and I understand that. I mean, homosexuality and things of that nature, it's a part of society. It's a huge part of society, and I mean, people should have the right to say, to look at me, a guy should have the right to say, hey, that's an attractive man. So as long as he's not reaching out and touching me or doing any type of stuff that I didn't ask him to do, admiration is fine with me, man. I don't mind admiration at all.
Okay, that sounds good. We have one more comment up here. Let me see what it is. Okay, somebody said you're ripped. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So I have a book club. It's called Cover to Cover Book Club. And I like to ask every guest, what are you currently reading or what's your favorite book?
Right now, I'm reading Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Anatomy of Bodybuilding. So, yeah, basically it just helps me understand the sport a lot more, how to build body parts, things of that nature. Dieting, getting ready for shows. It just covers a lot about the sport. And I mean, whatever I do, I like to try to research and learn as much as I possibly can about it. So yeah, it helps me understand it a lot, and it educates me in order for me to be a better coach to my clients. So that it definitely works out on both spectrums for me. It just helps me, to become a better athlete, become a better coach. So it's been pretty interesting so far. I've been on it for about a month now. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up then. I like that because you have the research. To get at this status competition level, what is the competition that you have coming up?
I have nationals coming up. It's NPC nationals. They usually hold it in Miami, but due to COVID, they had to make some changes. So now it's going in Orlando. It's going to be in Orlando, and I'm considering making a little pit stop the week before to at Lee Haney, just to get back on stage because I haven't been on stage in over a year. With COVID and everything, I took a long off season because all of the shows were so uncertain. You just never knew when they were going to postpone the show, if they were going to cancel the show. So instead of getting into a prep, because preps are very time consuming, and it can be very hard on your body with the amount of cardio, the amount of training, the change of diet. It can be kind of trying to your body. So instead of coming in and out of prep and having all these uncertainties around my life, I waited till later this year to compete. So I definitely can't wait to do it. You know, getting back on that stage is a thrill. It's very exhilarating. It's something that I can't explain. It's very addictive. So so I'm highly looking forward to that, and just, you know, getting back up there and seeing how I fare with the best in the country. So yeah.
Okay, that sounds real good. So tell me this then. So when you're preparing for a competition, tell me one thing that you cannot eat.
Well, me personally, I stick to a strict diet year round. So
Okay.
I can definitely say that it's not really a one thing that you can't eat. There's a wide ranging of things that you just can't put in your diet on a daily basis when you're getting ready for a competition. So you can't go binge on fried chicken. Uh, you can't binge on honey buns. Any type of sweets, you know, things of that nature. But I can honestly say, living a lifestyle of a bodybuilder and someone who, because I do shoots year round. Like, I don't just do shoots when I'm in a cut. I do shoots year round. So living that lifestyle, you tend to not put that into your diet anyways. There's just certain things that you know you can't touch. And I mean, you can touch it. It's just something of where you understand that this is a treat. So we do have things called cheat meals, and where, you know, you'll go and you'll eat what you want to eat. You'll eat pizza, or you'll eat a burger and fries, things of that nature. But you understand that this is cheating, and you have to return to your diet as soon as you eat that. You know, and then there are also things to where you eat so clean to where if you do venture off of your diet, you feel like crap. So absolutely. So you don't, your body will start to reject certain foods. I can remember
Mm.
I ate a box of chicken probably 6 months ago, and I felt like pure crap after that. It's just your body rejecting the grease, rejecting all types of the stuff in it, because there are different chemicals and things in fast food that your body, if your body hasn't had it in a while, it actually does reject it. So that definitely helps you stay away from it. You kind of turn your body into kind of a well-oiled machine, so your body knows what it wants and it craves it, and you just give it to it, you know.
Yes, it only wants premium gasoline. You don't want none of that 89 anymore.
Yes, absolutely. There you go. There you go. It's literally like I was just telling my one of my best friends this. You're literally turning your body into a fine-tuned machine, and that's what it is. Your body, you have the right to, and you can actually do that over time. You create a habit of putting certain things into your body, giving your body a certain amount of exercise, a certain amount of food, hydration, things of that nature. So, yeah, absolutely, you can definitely do that, and it's quite easy, and it's very rewarding as well. It's very rewarding.
Okay. I mean, you have the proof. The proof is in the pudding. We have one more comment before I ask you the last question. Let me see. Oh, this is a good point. He said, if you stay ready, you do not have to get ready.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a
There you
great
go.
point, Matthew. That's a
It took
great point.
me 10 minutes to put that in my own words, but yes, absolutely. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, because I've strayed away from a lot of different things, and then when I feel like, oh, I'm gonna try it again, it's either very nasty then, and I'm like, why did I even waste time trying to eat it, or my tummy it doesn't agree with it. So you're definitely telling the truth on that. So my final thing that I wanted to ask you, to light the path for someone else, what advice would you give someone that's thinking of starting an OnlyFans page?
I would give a lot of advice, but I would say mainly is to be confident in yourself and your content. Also have a base. So have a base of people that you want to target. You know what I mean? So I say that is me. I target a community of admirers of bodybuilding, muscular black men. People enjoy my beard. So there are different. So understand what people enjoy about you the most. And once you see that, and once you understand what people enjoy about you the most, and that's what you exhibit the most to them, you know. So just basically understand your crowd, understand the people that you're targeting, and just get to know them a lot more. So yes, and I mean it becomes easy because you understand what people compliment you about. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows their qualities. Everybody knows their shortcomings. So basically, and what's what I say, and even with bodybuilding, that's something that it's automatically in your head to do. You know, you show off your strengths physically and things of that nature. So definitely understand your crowd and be confident in your content. That's very important.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you for telling us a little bit of more insight on OnlyFans. I mean, because I see that it can be porn, it could be soft porn, but the way that you described it, also, it can be a artistic way to present yourself with a little
Yes, yes.
nudity, which that's to me, that's on the artistic side.
Yes, I know guys who also who they have OnlyFans and they give business tips. There are guys that give tips on cryptocurrency, guys that give tips on forex, stuff like that. So it's like I said at the beginning, it's what you make it. Me personally, I don't have any forex skills. I don't know much about cryptocurrency, so I use my body to present my body for my content. But it's definitely it's what you make it. It's what you want to present. And it's it's basically, like I said, it's understanding your crowd and what your crowd wants from you, and exemplifying your strengths. So showing your strengths, putting your strengths out there for people to enjoy and get their, I can just say, get their personal enjoyment out of and pleasure from. So yeah.
Okay, and before I let you go, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at Nupe Face of Fitness, NUPE. I'm a Kappa. I pledged at Theta Nu Spring 16. You can find me there, Nupe Face of Fitness. You can also find me on Facebook. My real name is DeAndre Booker with an apostrophe between the E and the A, DeAndre Booker. So yes, absolutely. And I also send you my TikTok and other things of that nature. I'm getting my YouTube and stuff back together too. So I just got a lot of different projects going around right now. So so just bear with me. I got a lot going on.
Okay, well, that is awesome. Thank you, Dre, for letting us know that. And everyone, this episode will be available on YouTube tomorrow. It will be on all listening platforms on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, with all the show notes, if you did not get to view it, you will be able to listen to it, and you will be able to get all Dre's information and his OnlyFans page, Shaky. We're going to put that link in there too. But thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.